guys, welcome back for another video. So today we're going to be doing just some kind of random things that I need to get done in the garden, and I love these kind of days. The dahlias are quickly growing, so I need to put the string all along my support, my T-posts. I have a few plants to pot up. I'm hosting a bridal shower for my niece here on Saturday, and so I want to have some plants inside. We're doing a fresh off the market theme, which is super cute, and I want to have some sunflowers and some lavender and some daisies on the food table inside, so that should be really cute. So I want to plant some of those up, and then I have another little pot I need to plant up for a table here in the backyard. A few other little things that I'll probably do along the way. I need to add some chelated iron to a few things in the yard. This morning I came and I fertilized all my annuals. I'll do a video on that later, but I did hurry and get that chore done this morning, and I've already been to Home Depot to pick up a few things. So it's been a good morning, and let's see what I can get done in the few hours that I have. And I also have some mulch that I need to spread out. I just buy a few bags here and there to fill in any spots where it gets kind of thin, so I am going to do that in a couple areas, and I think we'll start with that. So this area I've been digging in, and I took a plant out, so it really needs a little bit of freshening up, so I'll put a bag here. I really need to figure out a plant here. I just haven't quite done that yet. And then over here, the peonies are done. Isn't this looking so nice? I just love it. I need to find something kind of shorter to stick in here. My snapdragons are doing the best I can. This has kind of faded in here, so I am going to put some mulch in this area too. Okay, that looks so much better. I probably should have shown it before, but trust me, it looks a lot better. You can't see any brown patches of dirt. This one's a little more chunky than the other bag. I think it's Virgo. I'll show you the bag, but this one's a little too chunky, and especially for this hill, because I feel like it's just gonna topple down the hill. So I'll remember that. I am, next time I get mulch, like for the whole yard, I'm gonna switch to something else. I love the black, but it's just too chunky, and I know it's dyed, but it just makes things look so good. This looks so much better, and it keeps things watered, especially where we have a drought. It'll just keep that soil more moist, and this has just been kind of bare soil, and it just looks so dry. So this just helps it look so much better. Yeah, Virgo's the one that I like the best. The Goro. It's a little finer chunks that you can see here, whereas this one, which is, I get these at Home Depot or Lowe's, but usually I just get a big truckload full, but if I need to fix spots, I'll use this. This is Star Green or something like that, and it's just quite a bit bulkier. So anyway, it looks tons better. Another thing I wanted to get to was getting some of these out. I like to have these little balls out here. I usually stick them here, and I still might, but things are filling in, so I don't feel like I need to have them there so much. I'd put them here, but I feel like the rocks are there, so maybe I'll still put one here and here, and the flowers can just grow around it, and then maybe we'll move it around later if we need to. cute. I love those. Let's tuck these birds in. And the mushroom. That's cute there, I think, just tucked in. And then over here, I put these little birdies. I think I might spread them out a little bit more so those flowers get bigger. This is so cute, and my banana cream too. Daisies are starting to bloom. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving this spot. And then the mushrooms are right here. Cute. And then you can kind of see the balls up here, which I like. I think that's a good spot. Those flowers will get bigger, but maybe I'll tuck that one there. I think I will, and put the other one there. Okay, I couldn't put them back there because there's snapdragons back there. So this is perfect. I like that. Isn't this so cute? So this is going to be the backdrop on my, I have a long island inside where I'm going to serve the food for this bridal shower. So I'll have like a gingham runner that I made last year for my daughter-in-law's baby shower. And then I'm going to pot these lavender up in these pots, and these daisies in these pots. And then I'm going to have some baskets for these sunflowers to go in. But aren't they so cute? Oh my gosh. I've actually been wanting to pick up some Sunfinity and just plant them in the yard, or some Suncredible, and I had a hard time finding them, but when I saw these the other day at Home Depot, they had just put them out of the truck. They looked so beautiful, and they're 20 bucks. They're big though, so I think I'm gonna plop them when I'm done. All this stuff's gonna go in my yard, which is really nice because it will serve two purposes. And then I'll find a spot for these frilly daisies to go in my yard too. And these are the Amazing Daisies Marshmallow. Now, when I have some of these kind of more frilly ones in my yard, and I wasn't sure how I felt about them, but I'm actually really loving them. I wanted to find some true daisies just because I feel like those go along a little better with the theme, but these were all I could find. But I really do like them, so I'll plant these three somewhere in the yard too, and then of course the lavender when I'm done with it too. But man, such a cute combo. I think it's going to turn out so cute. And then I'll have baskets of fruit all around, kind of like a market that people can pick and eat. And then we'll have like sandwiches and veggies and crackers and cheese, and yeah, so it should be really cute. So I'm going to pop these up real quick since it's still shady here right now, and then hopefully it'll still be shady when I go over by the Dahlias and put that string up. It can get so hot over there, but I think the timing will be right. So let's hurry and get these in these pots. Those are cute. So they're a little mounded because they were a little too tall for those pots, but I was just kind of really wanting to make it work. But I think those pots are so cute with that lavender in it. I'm almost tempted to leave them in there this summer and just plop them in the yard somewhere. It'd be so cute. So that's done. that went fairly quick. I've got about 45 minutes that I can get one more chore done, or maybe a couple more done. Let's see what's next. Minus the sound of construction and a truck backing up. It's such a beautiful day. Oh my goodness. I just love the mornings out here. It's so nice. Okay, so I am gonna put some chelated iron on a few things. So see our grapes? Every year the raccoons just keep eating them, at least I think that's what's happening. And then they got hit by frost. But we do have a few grapes coming on, but they're very chlorotic. So I'm gonna give this a shot of iron at the base of it. So some of it's just wood like hanging. So I'm gonna do some here and some here. This is my neighbor's, but they don't care. They'll probably appreciate it. It's just really suffering, and I want it to look healthy. Like, so when anything's chlorotic, especially here in Utah, I have a whole video on this, and I'll probably put another one at some point too. But if you can see light green leaves with the veining, I mean, some leaves are naturally light colored, but you can tell it's chlorotic when you see the veining in here. So I want to give this a shot. They should be dark green like this. See that difference? So what's happening is the iron's getting bound up by the alkaline soil, which we have here in Utah, and so it can't take it up, and then it loses chlorophyll because it needs iron to produce the chlorophyll or something like that. And so eventually the plant will just die, and this is just really struggling. So I'm going to give this some iron. I'm also going to throw on some fertilizer, just like some rose tone, anything, or holly tone, anything for like a woody stemmed plant would be totally fine. So I'm going to do that. I'm just trying to find, yeah, so it's here and here. And then see my maple tree? It's half of it's kind of a light green and half of it's a dark green. And if we come look at it, these leaves look really good. And these upper ones are really light. And so they're struggling with low iron. So I'm gonna come in and just dump some chelated iron around the root base of this tree. And if you don't take care of this, it eventually will just die. And I think in our old yard, that's why our maple tree died. And this tree's about 4 years old. It's gotten so big this year. It's crazy how big this tree got this year. Holy cow. I just realized that. If you keep up on it, then you don't really have any issues. So every year, a couple times a year, I come and just give it a shot of iron. Just use this maple tree as an example. See how it's totally dying? The leaves are really bright yellow, where mine are dark green, but with some yellow. And that's just gonna die slowly. And I don't think a lot of people in Utah know that, so it's something I like to talk about. And then I have a few things back here. Hydrangeas usually suffer from that too. I did put holly tone on them, and that really helps them. I do have some iron pellets I'm going to come in here when I talk about iron and just throw them on here. And we'll talk about that then, but hydrangeas suffer here too. And then my Russian sage always gets chlorotic, which is interesting. So you can see the leaves here are really yellow, and they're supposed to be kind of a dark green. So we'll give this a shot of iron and water that in. And then I think that's the three things that I just want to take care of today before it gets too late. This has a measuring cup, but literally for my tree, I just come and I actually do quite a bit. And this stuff is, Piper, stay back. And now I have enough for the rest. That'll be good for now. And let's give these a little shot. I have to go get my other container. I need to go up there anyway. Yeah, let me get my other one. On the container, it says 1 to 2 tablespoons per plant, which I typically do for like shrubs, but these bigger things, I'm doing more. In my tree, I do quite a bit. And honestly, I feel like it needs it. Oh, I can't open this. A lot of water down in there. Let's go get the Russian sage. This I'll use the scoop for. And I'll just, oh, sorry, not even filming it. I'm silly. I'll just went like this. And then I'll just water it in. And that'll be so much happier. Okay, water this in. You'll see it's like blood red. But man, hopefully it'll help this. Okay, let that soak and then come back and get another shot. And then you'll see, so I'm doing a tree here. Lawn will get bright red. Be so happy. But I try to do it a wide span around because the roots come out, right? So and I'd like to have an arborist come and maybe they can, I don't know, as this gets bigger, I don't know if this is adequate or not. Might be a good question to ask. This wax string, I believe on Amazon, I'll try to link it, but I hate the feel of the wax on my hand, but it's so grippy and it worked so good for these, so I actually really love it. So I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do like a line here, like one here and one here, and then I'm gonna have it cross and cross this way. I might even tie it up with this one this time too, because I did have to add this for this dahlia last time. So I'm just gonna tie this string up and then I'll show you when I'm done. And then this huge one has been in here for like 4 years. And I'll just kind of pull it in, I think. Hopefully I can do that. It's getting out of control. So I'll do it and then I'll show you. There's a few like this, it's a little loose. I might fix that later, I gotta go. But most of them are pretty tight. I mean, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of hard to get them super tight, but that's totally enough support. Love the black because it kind of disappears. And hopefully that'll work out. I can come through and kind of fix it as the summer goes by. They do tend to loosen a little bit, but for the most part, they're pretty tight. And we're well on our way to getting some dahlia blooms. So excited. Let me pick up my stuff. And then look at the hollyhocks. Taller than last year, up to that window. I love these dark ones. They've just reseeded. It's weird how we have all the light colored ones on this side and then a lot of the dark ones on that side, but I love that dark pink, so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much following me on my chores. We got a lot done in a couple hours, which is my goal, which is great. I have a few more things to do, but I think I'll add that to another video and a few pots to pot up in the back deck. And I want to get the back deck all nice for this shower. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.